The first Erica Kirk died in 2023, and then all of a sudden comes the new Erica Kirk. Erica Kirk was the perfect political wife. And how are these two women connected to Jeffrey Epstein? Now, the original Erica Kirk was surrounded with rumors for decades. Back in the 1960s, when Claude Kirk married this mysterious blonde from Germany and Europe, who would later become Florida's first lady. Did you know that in the 60s, the media was obsessed with her identity and who she was? In the beginning, nobody knew where she came from. No one knew who she really was. That's why the press named her Madam X. Now, over years, rumors about her started spreading around Palm Beach, the very rich area of Palm Beach, which held a lot of political circles. The OG Erica Kirk, she was much more than just a political wife. And this is all going to connect to Erica Kirk and Jeffrey Epstein of today. There were always rumors about her being connected to intelligence agencies, European mystery, spy rumors. All ready for the first one. Basically, it's called political grooming. And whether those rumors have been wiped from the internet or not, it doesn't mean that they never existed or that they weren't true. It just means someone's going out of their way to hide this information. So let's look at Jeffrey Epstein and how in the world is he connected to her? He's also a constant figure connected to Mossad rumors, spy operation rumors, blackmail network, and elite social engineering rumors. Suddenly, the similarities start getting a little bit weirder. They are both connected to the same Palm Beach area. And they are both tied to powerful conservative and political networks, both surrounded by mystery. So now we get to a connection with Trump also, because in these circles, both men are linked to beautiful young women, image cultivation, and elite social engineering. You know how they create these personas, these characters for the people around them and part of this organization. Then you start looking at the world they operate in. Both Epstein and Trump have to do with beauty pageants, models, political grooming, and public image construction. In fact, Donald Trump owned pageants. He owned the Miss America pageant. He was constantly surrounded by models and beauty queens. Jeffrey Epstein, same. He surrounded himself with young models and aspiring socialites. Palm Beach elite society revolved around image, status, beauty, and political access. And sitting right in the middle of this world was the original Erica Kirk. But have you ever heard Trump say that he knew her? The original Erica, she was blonde, elegant, European, German, just like Trump's origins. She was perfectly poised, just the ideal political wife. Palm Beach society loved her. Republican circles loved her, and the media became fascinated with her image. Gee, did they hope for that with the second Erica Kirk? Because it didn't work out how they planned, you know? Okay, so now, because of the allegations the friendship between Trump and Epstein, how far-fetched would it be that Epstein helps create the perfect political wife? But how? So the project was to build the perfect political wife for future conservative political figures. Wow, would that be like, I don't know, a Charlie Kirk? So she's a beautiful conservative woman, perfect optics, perfect public presentation, but more importantly, a political asset. She was called the handler, someone positioned close enough to know everything, and someone capable of monitoring, reporting, steering, and influencing. And if the politician ever deviates from the direction he has to go in, that he was told to go in, well, that's when she reports back. And this seems to be the role that the original Erica Kirk was doing also. It's like having an intelligence asset hiding behind the perfect conservative wife. And the new Erica Kirk feels like an exact recreation of the original archetype. Same image, same vibe, same name, same political branding. These cannot all be coincidences. Almost as if they're trying to recreate another character like the original Erica Kirk. Another question appears about the new Erica Kirk. How do we know that that's even her real name? Because even in my video expose about her, I pointed out things that are very odd for years. Very little childhood history. Very few early life photos, if not none. There is no traceable social interaction history online, like between friends, mentions, and tags. None of that. No old tagged images. And there's no major teenage or college era public presence that people can easily trace. It's just like these feeded, planted little bits and pieces, right? Now, does this prove anything? No. But hold your horses. When you combine Epstein's obsession for genetics and engineered humans, the Palm Beach political elite, the intelligence rumors, the obsession with image grooming, the cloning discussions, and the political asset theories, we start asking, the original Erica Kirk was Jeffrey Epstein's neighbor. She lived just a few minutes away from his house. Erica Kirk lived around 2 miles away from Jeffrey Epstein's Palm Beach mansion. Epstein's estate was 538 El Brillo Way, the historic Duck's Nest property associated with Claude and Erica Kirk, approximately 305 Maddock Way. Same elite enclave, same billionaire environment, same social circles, same Palm Beach power structure. Now, the original Erica Kirk dies in 2023, and suddenly this public attention explodes around a completely different Erica Kirk at the exact same time. Gee, did we replace the original? Trying to create another one? This all connects to the Epstein files, where it talks about cloning. If we go back in the Epstein files, you find discussions about cloning, designer babies, genetic engineering, creating ideal humans, and seeding the population with specific DNA. One specific file accuses a designer baby and human cloning company. Another allegedly discusses cloning humans for other purposes. These were not in any way normal conversations. This is like horror movie conversations. I'm not saying that this proves anything, but there are huge connections. So once you realize that the elites were openly discussing transhumanism, engineered humans, political image creation, and elite bloodlines, is it so far-fetched that a Charlie Kirk that they wanted to push as the next presidential candidate for the future, they get him, the Erica Kirk, the perfect political wife that appears when the OG Erica Kirk passed away, neighbor to Jeffrey Epstein, Epstein fixated with human cloning, Epstein friends with Trump, Trump in the political arena, Erica Kirk wins Miss USA, Trump's pageant, they're connected. Connected to the OG Erica Kirk. Does no one else think that this is a created character to implant as a political figure